Hi, Gerry Egan here with a quick update on what's going on at NEFA. Our finance summit in New Orleans back in the early spring was a great success, and right now, under the leadership of Jim Peach of Stearns Bank and his team of volunteers, we are deep in the planning for the funding symposium. It's to be held October 6th through October 8th at the Radisson Blu Mall of America Hotel in Minnesota. Early discount registration for that event will be opening in just a few weeks, so keep checking the NEFA website for details. We also have a number of smaller regional events on the NEFA calendar. Last week, we had our best attended crab feast in Baltimore, Maryland that we've had in a number of years, and coming up are events in Mound, Minnesota, Anaheim, California, Kansas City, Missouri, Atlanta, Georgia, and Tacoma, Washington, with others still being planned. NEFA is in great shape and continues to attract new participants regularly. In my last update, I talked about how the NEFA board, under the leadership of NEFA President and Board Chairman Gary Sovereign of Pawnee Leasing, has organized itself into functional committees. Those committees are already active. More effective ways of welcoming aboard new members and an in-depth review and updating of our educational content are just two examples that are already showing good progress from those committee efforts. I just returned from an extended cross-country trip during which I got to meet with right around 100 members and prospective members and do site visits in 4 potential conference cities. What an opportunity that was. It's just all too rare that I get to spend so much time talking to our members and to would-be members in person when I'm not myself busy running around putting on a conference. It's even rarer when I can meet with them in their own offices. It was a real treat. Universally, what I heard is that things are going well, but everyone is cautious about the future too. Caution in our business is a good thing. The number one thing I was asked about is the changing regulatory environment. In California, of course, and potentially in other states too. Now, there's a lot of confusion and, quite frankly, some misinformation out there about all that. NEFA has a number of attorney members tracking this very, very closely for us. They're working on separating the fact from the fiction and will be helping us keep you in the loop as answers become available for the many questions that are floating around out there. I'd also like to thank our friends at ELFA and specifically Dennis Brown, their Vice President of State Government Relations, for all his efforts to help us stay informed and for helping to channel our questions and concerns to the proper authorities. These regulatory issues are complicated, but the bottom line is they're the white lines along the sides of the field. It's important to track them and understand them, but it's still most important to focus on the goal line and how to reach it. There are still lots of customers out there needing our help. And based on my almost 40 years of kicking around this business and after being at the helm of this association, I can say one thing with confidence. We're an adaptable bunch and we'll find a way to help those customers and to get across those goal lines and still stay in the boundaries. Now don't forget, check the NEFA website regularly for events near you and for details on the upcoming funding symposium in early October. Thanks for your time. I look forward to seeing you at one of those events, or maybe in your own office on my next trip out very soon. I'm Gerry Egan, and I appreciate your support.